G'day everybody. Been having little discussions and debates with friends and strangers over the last few days, watching plenty of YouTube videos and hearing all the Chinese warships around Australia and all the, oh no, Trump's tariffs and Trump versus Zelensky. Trump didn't acknowledge AUKUS. What's that mean for Australia? Boo-hoo. In my opinion, the best thing for every nation on the earth right now is Trump getting in, Trump doing what he's doing, putting tariffs on everything. Because every nation in the world should grow up and start standing on its own 2 feet. Why should good American men and women have 2 jobs, pay all of the shit that they have to pay for with their medical expenses and their lack of downtime, holiday time, etc., compared to a lot of the other countries in the world, especially countries that rely on America for their defense and national strategy and manufacturing of their defense capabilities, etc. Okay, I would love to see American men and women with the same holidays, education, health, and all of those things, family time, that we in Australia and other parts of Europe get. You know, they're getting taxed and they're getting ripped off. That's why congratulations to Doge and Elon and all that sort of stuff. I don't follow it too much. I'm not full on Team Trump. I don't really pay too much attention to that rubbish, but I can't help but ignore everybody whinging and sooking about, what about Australia? Okay, Australia's been destroyed from the inside out and by the retards. Australia's been destroyed from the inside out by the disengaged Australian people that keep voting for this same duopoly political system that we have. Only Labor and only Liberal are responsible for getting us into this mess over the last 40 odd years, or even longer than that, since it's been those two at the helm. They've destroyed our military, they've destroyed our manufacturing, they've turned us into a quarry. We don't even manufacture steel here anymore, really. We just send at really cheap prices all of the raw materials, the iron ore and etc. We sell, and coal and gas, we sell that overseas for way too cheap. And we can tell it's way too cheap because the Queensland state government was able to, put a little bit of, what would you call it? I can never think of it when I'm doing a video. Royalties on top of our coal. And that's able to allow us to have public transport that's 50 cents a pop. Now, why couldn't we have done that for decades? 3-4 decades? You know, I heard Bob Catter talking about this back in 2009, 2010, saying how our state politicians are ripping Queenslanders off, which is ripping Australia off, by undercutting the next closest competitor when it comes to natural resource prices. You know, we've been getting ripped off left, right and centre. You know, look at the traffic that we have to deal with. There's no need for that. We're getting flooded with immigration. Pauline Hanson was right. They love throwing her under the bus. They love to persecute her. She's racist this, she's racist that. What did she say? We were going to be swamped by Asians. Okay, Asia's from Russia all the way around to Turkey. And then that whole continent there of Asia. You look in Australia, it doesn't matter where they're from, whether it's from the Middle East, whether it's from India, whether it's from, it doesn't matter, China or wherever. We are swamped by Asians. It's fine having immigration, but when you start to get enclaves that You're not even able to walk down the streets anymore because some group of foreigner has come in and think that they've taken over now. That's like ridiculous. And then when you can pay money to jump the queue and move straight in because you're rich and you've been ripping other people off in your country, and then you come over here and you can jump the queue instead of the honest person who comes from wherever it might be in the world, and they have to wait and jump through all the hoops, and then you get these people that just jump the queue. Look, I'm not anti them at all. They're just taking advantage of our weak Australian treasonous government. That same weak, treasonous, spineless government has also sold out our property, sold out our businesses, allow foreign investment. Our superannuation should be to promote the growth of Australia. That should fund, whether it's building submarines, whether it's building whatever, we should be using our super money to invest in Australia. So all of the money, all of the tax, it all stays here. All the profits go back into the super, back into the country. You know, like, what a wasted opportunity we have there with our super money. And, you know, I keep seeing all this stuff like, oh, Chinese warships, boo-hoo. You know, if we didn't waste our money on ultra expensive rubbish that we never use, we have, how many different types of helicopters have we bought in the last, 30 odd years that have never been fit for service, that we've spent billions of dollars on top of to get them somewhat useful. Some of them we just completely scrapped, you know, where there was perfectly good systems with that they may be old, but they're upgradable and they've got decades and decades of reliable service, and we just like kick them out of the road and let's just get something new, ultra expensive and really shit. You know, and there's so that is across the Navy, across the Air Force, across everything. Army, police force, just unnecessary amounts of rubbish. You know, the red tape, the safety, and all of this bullshit that holds Australia back. It's only Labor and it's only Liberal, and everybody's going to keep voting Labor and Liberal. You know, we are never, ever, those two parties are never, ever going to fix anything. All they've done is totally destroyed us, totally ruined our capabilities, and it's only ever going to get worse. Look at the Aboriginal situation. We throw ridiculous amounts of money at that. Changes nothing. Changes nothing at all. Our education system, our health and stuff, changes nothing. Our roads, changes nothing. No matter how many billions and billions of dollars they throw at stuff, nothing ever changes. It only gets worse. So how, if we've only got two options to vote for, which we don't, but that's what all the majority do, is they think, oh, we need a change, let's vote for Labor. Or, oh, Labor's been really bad, let's vote for Liberal. Nothing ever happens, it only gets worse, 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 worse. When are these people going to wake up? Labor and Liberal even rigged the system, the voting system with the preferential voting. A lot of people think that they know how it works. It's actually really simple. All you got to do is vote Labor, Liberal, whichever one you want to choose, last and second last, Greens, Nationals, last. All, we're talking all on the bottom, and all the independents, put them number 1, 2, and 3, 4, whatever. The only way we're going to change this place, change anything and improve anything, is by independents who haven't had the opportunity to become corrupt yet. Okay, so let's leave that. That's part one.